Hey there everybody, Aaron here, and welcome to the Nuclear Challenge. So I only did one thing in between here, and that was I used some bone meal to get one of our trees grown, and I cleared out an area down here where the skeletons are hanging out. And this is all this was over here. So we have more coal here, which is good, but that's it. So today, I see the witches hanging out right here. We are going to we need to find water. So we're going to continue our quest to try and find some water. Apparently I'm not going to be able to get him to pop up there again. I don't know how many potions the witches have. Ooh, she got me with it. That's bad. She poisoned herself though, too. Okay, we got her. Oh man, we're having some really bad luck though. Wow, this poison lasted longer than the last dose did. And I didn't have any blocks on my bar because I'm a putz. And I've honestly been playing extremely poorly. Alright. Ooh, he was closer than I thought he'd be. I ran out of food, by the way, if you didn't notice. Oh, how is he not dead? There he died. Let's see here. Oh man, it dead-ended on us. Alright, that's not a good thing, but we'll leave this lit. So far, not so good. So how would it... Oh no, it's because this is opened now. Ha. Take that. Just go ahead and make our last of our torches here. Try to just block some of this stuff off here and try and control where we can have guys come at us from a little better. So of course the thing that stinks here is that the one time that I'm doing something that's challenging like this is the one time that I end up not having any luck finding the stuff that I normally find fairly easily. Like water, for example. Oh no, that's bad. And give me that, come on. We'll leave that for now. I do have a few arrows. If I get some string, I could make a bow. Oh, we found water. We lucked out, boys. Boys and girls, we're good to go. We don't have enough to make an infinite water source yet. But we don't need an infinite one quite yet. All we need is what we found. So we lucked out big time. So it may not be exciting or glamorous, but we will be able to get some wheat farm, a small wheat farm going. And for that, this chicken is going to die, because this is where I wanted the water to be. Alrighty. Let's see, I can make some more torches. Wow. So after an adventurous second episode, we actually finally achieved what I was trying to get the whole time. And we made our base a little bit safer. Alright, with that we'll be able to get some wheat and essentially now, with as long as I'm willing to stand here and wait. Whoops, I wanted to keep that. As long as I'm willing to stand here and wait, we will have as much as we need. So we have we've got some stability coming for us now. I think we're just gonna hang on to that, to be honest. See, there's the wood we've got. Oh yeah, we had a bunch of string because we got it out of the chest, so I could make a bow. I don't have a ton of arrows yet, though. Maybe we'll wait on that for a little bit. I can also get some potatoes going if I want. Oh, this is what I was wanting to get rid of. So we need to get a chest piece, get enough of something to make a chest piece here, and then we will actually be able to venture outside if we want. And there are some rules that we can use for example, to get more saplings and stuff. It has to do with raising certain generations, but to do that, I have to build essentially the same kind of. I don't want to call it a decontamination chamber because we can actually build an actual decontamination chamber later on that will more accurately reflect a decontamination chamber. It's more of just an area that I'll have to wear my armor and stuff in. That's away from the main part of the base that will we can use to raise certain generations of trees. And I think it's like the third generation of anything is when it's considered safe to be used. So that's what we'll have to do. And I think that we might do that if we can get our hands on some oak saplings. Just because then we have apples. So that's my hope there. But for now, I'm not really sure what we should do. Because we can't go outside until we get more iron. So I guess we have to go looking for more resources. Honestly, I should probably leave some of these things blocked off. Just as a precaution. This whole area down here is such a mess because of the earlier stuff. A bunch of extra torches that aren't necessary and everything. Now let's go see what we can find. Here's some iron that I walked right past. I'm sure there's plenty of it that I walked by just because I was tunnel visioning one particular thing. So let's try and get what we can. We should have enough iron for a chest piece now at the very least, which means that soon enough, not this episode, I don't think. We'll explore a little more this episode, but next episode maybe we'll try venturing outside once I get some food going, some actual food going. Oh, and now we're going to have to go all the way back up because I have only one stick. Go and grab ourselves another pick here. Yeah, we can throw that in. Oh, we did end up with enough. Oh, yeah, of course we would have because of the, what we got out of the chest. Okay, we'll make a pick. We'll just use that for now. I'll get a diamond pick going here again. Not a diamond pick, an iron pick. We'll have to go a long ways down to try and get our hands on diamond, which we probably will do at some point. But let's go see what else we can find in this cave. I don't even think we're that low, are we? No, we're not that low yet. I forgot I have all of these ways blocked off now. Probably don't need to block that off anymore. All right. So one of the things I'm going to do in between the next next episode, this episode and the next, is I'm going to basically just stand around and watch wheat grow and essentially work on that. I might work on some general kind of start trying to get some structure going for the actual farm. We'll see how motivated I am. But getting our farm entirely set up is definitely the highest priority now that we've kind of got everything that we need. If we can find some more water, that would be great, because then we can make an infinite spring. So that is kind of somewhat high on the list as well. But maybe we'll get lucky here. Alright, there's some water somewhere down here. There might be lava down there. Probably. Yeah, you go away. Whew. That almost got me, I have to admit. Was not honestly paying the greatest of attention there. A little more iron that we'll grab. Oh, here we go. But we got lucky. We got our last bit of water that we need, so we can make an infinite spring now, which is awesome. We have a reliable, clean water source because we all got it. We got it from underground, which is considered to be safe. So in the end, luck was with us in that aspect. And one of our kind of our biggest challenge of getting stable food and stuff has kind of come to an end almost. Being able to basically sit around and get wheat now due to having water and having the dirt that we need and everything is amazing. Which means we can move on to start working on some of the other areas that we need. And I'll have to look at the rules again. I mentioned this, I touched on this, and we have to build so many certain rooms for the shelter to be considered finished. And we need to get the shelter finished before we can actually work on the final room, which would be the stasis chamber, which will, when that is completed and everything is in it that is supposed to be, we will be able to move on. And the challenge will be considered complete. I don't know if we'll get to that point or not. Essentially, there's really no fail state for this challenge. Really. We'll see, though. I might add one to it just to make it interesting. To some extent, I kind of consider like being exposed outside without having the proper gear and stuff to almost be considered a fail state for the game, the challenge, I should say. So that's kind of, I guess, the way I'm leaning as far as that goes. So, and honestly, that's not a particularly hard fail state either by any means. But it is one all the same, so that might be what I do. And who knows what will happen. I very well could end up having something really terrible happen, and that ends up being the end of that. There's our infinite spring. Now that we've kind of got... Okay. There we go. The game freaked out for a second. There we go. I don't know what was up with that. Hey, we got chickens. I need to get those ladders. All right. So we did good. I'm happy with today's episode. Unfortunately, not quite as exciting as the last episode. That was kind of crazy. I don't know how many things I killed that episode. Let's see. I wanted the ladders. And we'll throw that in. I didn't end up really needing this quite yet. And then we'll try to get a farm going, at some of these other crops that we've got going too. Just to have some variety and stuff. Alright, let's take these ladders down. Make a way out of the chicken coop. Hey. Alrighty, and that's gonna do that for us for now. Hopefully they will start laying some eggs. I won't be able to kill these ones for food anytime soon. We'll have to make them have to get a bunch of eggs from them first. So one of the other things we need to do in between all of the rooms for our that's considered our actual shelter is we have to have proper doors, entrances and exits and stuff. I am gonna build this to consider this to be proper. That's why there is actually a door up here. You're supposed to have all the doors shut and everything. So we'll start working on it making everything a proper shelter. I'll probably do a little bit of it at a time. I think what I want to plan on doing to give some variety to these episodes is any major construction I will probably try to do at least a overtime shot with, or a montage or whatever of, just so that you guys can see it. But fortunately, it's kind of good, kind of bad. We ended up with as many caves as we did, but I think it'll be all right. I should maybe I'll try to just make a hub room down here, and then from there we'll actually expand into where we make the farm. I'll spend some time thinking about that and see what I ultimately decide. But that is probably gonna wrap this episode up, everybody. We got the water done. We got food. Soon I'll have a steady food source. That's awesome. Hopefully we'll be able to do some other things, and our armor is in good shape. So next episode we are going to head outside and see if we can't find some oak saplings and the like, and maybe just look around a little bit. We'll have to be careful of any monsters, like I said, because as soon as our armor hits orange, it is considered to be no longer safe to be used as protection, and anything we take out with us has to stay in the chests out there. It can be used to go back outside again as long as it's still within the proper condition, but I will not be able to bring anything directly inside with me, so we'll see what happens. But that's going to do it for me today, everybody. As always, take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye.